Self-sabotage is a silent killer, and it is our subconscious mind working against our conscious efforts. And oftentimes you'll see yourself start to repeat old patterns to bring you back to where you were before. Now, I used to completely deny the notion of self-sabotage. When someone first told me about it, I was like, are you crazy? Why would I destroy this thing that I've actively been working for? Why would I derail this thing that I truly loved and desired so much? Now, sometimes there's just sheer negligence, but other times there's an unconscious pattern or system working in the background that causes you to derail. And I want to address three here today. Now, there is plenty of others, but I want to bring up the three that might manifest in your reality or has manifested in your reality, and particularly in regard to you got the thing that you've always wanted. Maybe it was the perfect job, an incredible opportunity. Maybe you built a certain lifestyle. Maybe you had the perfect partner in relationship. But for some reason or another, you found yourself destroying that, even though it's exactly what you wanted. So I want to share with you three ways this might have taken place and how it kind of showed up. And then I want to share with you the way that we can counter these. So, this side, we're going to have the pattern. Okay? And the first one is quest for more. So, I recently did an Instagram post on this, and I actually called it Not Knowing That You Had the Gold. Okay? So, I'll orient it in both ways. So, you got the thing that you've always wanted. It's incredible. You love it. It's exactly what you wanted, quite frankly. But you didn't realize that it was exactly what you wanted. So you got there, you held the thing, you had the thing, and then you started searching for more. This isn't perfect. Or maybe I just have a feeling inside of me because I've set so much expectations on what it should feel like that now that I'm here and I have it, it's not enough. So you start to search for more. And in this search for more, you later find out, because hindsight is 20/20, oh crap, that thing I had was actually what I wanted. But you didn't realize it till later. What I call this is putting down the gold to pick up the bronze. You see, you had the gold. You had it. It was amazing. It was incredible. But something inside of you just couldn't quite realize that in the moment. So you put it down. There's more. And you go out and you start looking. And you see something, it's actually bronze. Like, okay, cool. Pick it up and start playing with it, start using it, you start experiencing it. You're like, oh, wow. That other thing I had was actually way better, way more aligned, way more up my alley, exactly what I needed. But here you are. So you put down the gold to pick up the bronze. And hindsight's 20/20. That's the quest for more. Number 2. This one is quite simple. And all these are going to be enmeshed in one another most likely. And this is the lack of appreciation. And we can call these whatever they want. Give these terms, make them what you want, whatever is applicable for you. But lack of appreciation, the way I describe it in this scenario, is you worked so hard to get this thing that you wanted. You spent so much time, so much energy. You were devoted to getting this thing. And in fact, you made it happen. And as soon as you got there, a little bit of this first one, a little bit of a quest for more, but in reality, it's a lack of appreciation that you now decided to just hop to the next thing. And there's a very wise quote that I read, and it says that satisfied needs don't motivate. Write that down. That need was already satisfied. You got there, you had it. You no longer had the motivation to continue with it. You had a lack of appreciation for it at that point. You got complacent, you took it for granted. And you started on the next thing. And I'm not saying don't go for more, don't go for the next thing, but you still got to water your grass. You still got to have the maintenance around that original thing. And if you don't, you might very well end up losing it because you didn't appreciate it enough. And it hurts. This one hurts a lot. Because it's like you're over here, you built this pillar, then you come over here, you start building this pillar, and this one falls down. It's like, oh my gosh, got to go start back all the way over. It would have been so much easier to just maintain this, but because I didn't appreciate it, I let it die. It's horrible. Number 3. You didn't, let me write it, feel safe. This is a really, really deep subconscious one. There's a lot of work to be done here. Beautiful stuff. We can only hold so much. And the level of which our subconscious allows for our success is where it's going to be capped at. So you get to this place, you have the job, the wife, the opportunity, whatever it is. Again, this pertains to everything, but it's that thing that you've always wanted, and you didn't feel safe in it. And by this I mean the subconscious patterns running in the background were, I'm not worthy. Oh, I don't deserve this. This isn't for me. Ooh, I'm not responsible enough to hold this. Ooh, the list goes on. A number of limiting beliefs and subconscious patterns that quite frankly were imposed upon you at different points in your life, maybe internally or externally, but resulting from things external of yourself. And so now at this point, there's something running back there that tells you, red alarm, I can't handle this, and it doesn't feel safe for me to hold this level of success. So now your subconscious mind starts to cause you to act in ways that subconsciously tear down what it is that you built. That hurts. I said this one hurt the most. They all hurt. It hurts to get something really freaking good and lose it. Now, practicing the law of impermanence, you come to expect this. But it doesn't mean that you don't still have influence on these things and that you can't cultivate them and live with them for some time. So, I'm going to grab another marker. There's clear discernment and the 2. So, how do we break these patterns, though? Like, what do we do so that we stop doing this? Because maybe you've seen it one time and you learn your lesson. Maybe you're seeing it before it happens. Kudos to you. Maybe it's happened 10 times and every time you get something good, you destroy it. Okay? So we're going to stop this quest for more. Doesn't mean don't quest for more, ever. But we're going to stop the pattern of that not having enough and thinking that we didn't have what we need when we really did. And the way to do this, and simply put, guys, I'll talk more on the activity. I'm just going to write short words, though. is clarity and vision. Should get rid of that. Okay? So, depending on what area of life this is in, because this could be a number of things, the key, doesn't matter which area, the key is clarity. The key is vision. Okay? As I mentioned, you got the gold. You had the gold. But you didn't know it was gold. When we don't know what we're working for, when we're not clearly defined on what it looks like, when it's sitting here in our hands, we won't even recognize it. So what do we need to do? Get clear, crystal clear, on what it looks like. Okay? And the easiest example I have around this is a relationship, is a partner. Okay? Define what is necessary there. Okay? They might not check all of your preferences to the exact T, but they check 10 out of 10 of your non-negotiables, and all the things that you absolutely can't have in a partner, they don't have any of that. But maybe they missed this one preference that in all reality isn't that important. But your mind was like, oh, maybe there's somebody who does all of that plus that. Now, it's not to say that whatever your relationship you're in, hold it. Whatever opportunity you have, just hold it. But get clear on what it looks like so when you're holding that thing, you can recognize with the full devotion that this is what I want. And maybe it's not perfect. In fact, it's almost never going to be perfect. But it's almost there. And with time, it can be built into something even better. So have the clarity around what it is. Have the vision to look forward and see what that looks like. So when you get there, you don't turn around and keep searching for more. You will always be able to find a way to search for more. This doesn't mean get complacent in life. This means, and we're going to hop to number 2 right here with this transition. This means appreciation and gratitude. I know it's not the prettiest. Appreciation and gratitude. I know. How advanced, right? There's a lot to be said here. But the biggest thing is once you get something, that opportunity, that business, that job, that relationship, that whatever it is, I know I keep referencing the same things. This expands to all areas of life, far beyond anything I'm mentioning. Appreciate it. Have gratitude every single day. Because at one point, this was the thing you were praying for. At one point, this was everything that your energy was diverted towards. But you got it, and you started to take it for granted, and it slipped away because you didn't take the time to maintain this treasure. You get it and you get complacent. I know I'm saying you a lot. There's a lot of people, well, not right now. Eventually there'll be a lot of people watching this. So, the gratitude and appreciation. Don't take it for granted. Tap back into that feeling of when you were desiring it, when you didn't have it. Lean into that and expand on that. Meditate into that. A practice that's really, really, really helped me is a practice of recognizing this might be the last. with everything. When you hop on a call with some clients, act like this might be the last. This might be the last call ever. With your friends and family, when you talk to them, this might be the last time I ever talk to this person. So when you act in that way, you cherish the moment, you're present. When those people are gone, you tell them you love them. You give them a big freaking hug. You show up with a lot of different energy than, cool, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Let me, appreciation and gratitude, we both know, pretty similar things. More important than that, presence. Presence. Be there. I just got off a check-in call with one of my clients, and he's talking about how he went on his last vacation, didn't even feel like vacation, he worked half the time. He's going on vacation next week, and he is devoted to presence. So he's putting in overtime this week so that when he goes, he can be there with his fiance. So he can show up and give her all of it. So do that with everything. Maybe it takes more energy out of you. But what I realize is when I play full out, when I'm pouring my heart all in, I'm actually energized. Doesn't mean it's always going to be like that. When you go to the gym and you go all out, you will be exhausted. So sometimes that playing all out requires more rest. That's okay. That's okay. I'd rather have 10 hours of sleep, but for 14 hours I gave it my all, then I got 7 hours of sleep, but I played at 70% all day. So play all out. Appreciate. These lessons, again, far extend anything we're talking about here. These are life lessons. We're talking about it in regard to the topic of losing the thing that we've always desired. And lastly, not feeling safe. Okay? You need to get your subconscious level to the same framework as your conscious level. There's a lot of things to do here. Okay? A number of different tools that I will surely talk about more on this channel. But one of the most simple things that you can do is affirmations. I know. If I was watching the video, I might be mad. Okay? Because my conceived notion of what affirmations is, it's like, cool, I can sit here and tell myself stuff. I never realized how freaking powerful that is. So what I recommend here, a extremely successful man, very, very successful man, in every pursuit of life, I mean, absolutely incredible man, gave me the advice of when you do your affirmations, turn on some theta brainwaves in the background. It puts you in this state where you're much more receptive, where it's almost tapping right into the subconscious. I'll attach a link below for something like that. But affirmations, affirming yourself daily. I do 15 minutes of affirmations a day. And I think to what are my biggest limiting beliefs? What are the things holding me back? What are the thoughts that go in the background? And you might dismiss them most of the time. Start to get aware of when they come up. Here we go. Awareness. Affirmations and awareness. You build the awareness around what limiting beliefs there are, what self-sabotaging thoughts there are. And from there, now you can build affirmations around it. In fact, for the guys in my program, that was the homework this week. Figure out your 3 biggest limiting beliefs, and now build affirmations around that, record it, put on a background music that's going to support you. Listen to that whenever you fall into that state. We all have times where we'll start to criticize ourselves. Inner critics. It's humaning. We have these patterns in the background, and it's unfortunate. But for the vast majority of reality, it's the case. At some point or another, we picked up on some conditioning that wasn't ours. It says, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve this. And maybe it was not even something said, but something that was done that made us feel that way, that brought insecurities. So, get clear on those. Get clear when you have a thought. Maybe it doesn't say, I'm not worthy, but maybe it says, wait, don't do that. Completely out of a state of fear, and then you ask your subconscious, why shouldn't I do that? And then you start having this inner dialogue, and you realize, oh, you don't think I'm worthy. Cool, let me build some affirmations around that will affirm how it is that I'm feeling. And it's not overnight. But I'll tell you right now, I'm currently on building this practice. There's days where I miss. But I will look in the mirror for 15 minutes in the morning, put on some motivational music or some theta brainwaves, and I will sit in the mirror, look at myself, and I will praise myself. I will talk to myself and affirm myself in so many different ways. And I can tell you after that, my energy is through the roof. Now, one thing I want to be abundantly clear about is affirmations are energy. If you sit here in the mirror, I love myself, I'm proud of myself. Well, no shit, you're not going to believe it. No shit, it's not going to raise your energy. But if you get in front of the mirror and you say, I love myself, I am so proud of the man that I am. I am the most incredible coach there has ever been, and I deliver life-changing results for my clients. You feel the difference in energy? So when we're doing the affirmations, it's less about what we say and more about the energy. But those words are also important, and they're helping to deconstruct some of the subconscious beliefs that lie in our head. So, I know this is elementary stuff. There's more value here because it's helping you recognize things you might not have recognized. You've heard of clarity, vision, appreciation, presence, affirmations, and awareness. Guarantee it. But have you done it? Have you sat down and been intentional and clear and taken the time to actually do it? There's a big difference. So, this week, if you want to break through some of these patterns, if you want to start to set yourself up so that you are capable of holding that next great success, here's what to do. Take a screenshot. Write it down. Take notes. Hope you were taking notes the whole time. It's as simple as that. There's other things. There's other tools. There's other ways. This isn't the only thing. This is not cut and dry. This has worked wonders for me, and it's helped my clients as well. So take this, use this, abuse this. Live by this. And let me know in the comments how this works for you. Let me know what's catching for you. Let me know what works. Let me know what you appreciate. Let me know what you implement. Reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram, Master My Power. I'd love to connect. And this is it. Real simple, guys. Nothing too crazy, but it will get you results. And it'll help you continue to hone and develop into the person who you're meant to be. And be capable of holding all the successes that I know you're worthy of. So, with that being said, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to chatting with you on the next video.